Good morning and welcome to Gentle Yoga. My name is Lydia and I'll be guiding you through your practice this morning. I'd like to start by coming to a nice seated posture on your mat, and you can use a block to have a seat on, or you can just simply sit on the mat, whatever works well for you. But we are looking to bring the hips a little higher than the knees. So sitting on a block can help to lift the hips, which in turn can help to create a more neutral spinal alignment. From here, we'll just take a few breaths, start to get comfortable in our seat. And as we move through the breathing exercises, you can close your eyes or just give a nice soft gaze toward the floor, whatever feels good to you this morning. And you'll start by grounding down through your sits bones and lifting up through the crown of your head. Draw your shoulders beginning to notice the quality of the breath here. Noticing whether or not the breath gets stuck at the top of your inhale or at the bottom of your exhale. Keep breathing. From here, we're going to move right into three-part breathing. So you can bring one hand to heart center and the other to low belly. And on your next inhale, you'll fill your belly, allow your rib cage to expand, and notice the chest rise. Exhaling, chest lowers, hugging the ribs, and gently drawing the navel toward the spine. Keep going, inhaling, filling up. Exhaling, reversing, chest, rib cage, drawing the navel in. Beginning to slow the breath down, allowing that exhale to be slightly longer than the inhale. From here, releasing the hands back down to the thighs. You can keep your eyes closed here or start to blink them open. On your next exhale, dropping chin to chest, allow the head to be nice and heavy and hanging. Shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. As we move through the practice, remembering that the breath is the main focus and that all postures are secondary to the breath. We'll just start to work this nice curvature in the neck here, inhaling ear to shoulder, exhaling to center, and inhaling toward the other side. Take your time, use sinking breath and movement. Making your way back to center. Inhale the head up, and we're just going to turn to gaze over the right shoulder. From here, looking towards the mat, so tilt the head, chin comes a little closer to the chest, looking towards the mat, just opening up the side of the neck here. Breathing. Inhale, exhale, and we're going to move back to center from here. Exhale and turn to look over the left shoulder, gazing towards the mat here. So chin starts to tuck slightly, and we're opening up the right side of the neck this time down into the shoulder just a bit. Breathing. Inhale, lift the gaze, make your way back to center, and we'll roll the shoulders a few times. So back and forward. And we'll go right into some shoulder circles. From here, we're just going to bring hands to the shoulders, and we're going to make some circles here. We're going to exhale as we draw the elbows together. Inhale as you open up. Try not to arch your back here. Breathe. And switch directions. Continue to use the breath. And release. Maybe shake the hands out for just a moment. And from here, we're just going to bring the hands together, interlace the fingers. Forearms are nice and close together. We're just going to make some Inhale, press through the palms, round the shoulders, maybe chin to chest. Exhale, release, re-interlace the fingers behind you and press down through the tops of the hands, lifting through up through the heart. Maybe look up or just keep your gaze forward. Breathe. Exhale, release. From here, open the arms nice and wide. Inhale. Exhale, give yourself a nice hug, a little shake side to side. Inhale, open up. Exhale, opposite arm on top, a little rock side to side. Inhale, open up. One more time. Each side here. And release. Shake out the hands once more. We're going to go ahead and come off of the block or pillow, bolster, whatever you're having a seat on. Move it out from under your seat. And we're just going to extend the legs out in front. And because we've been sitting with legs crossed for so long, I like to lean back into the hands, lift up through the heart, keep the gaze forward or look up, whatever feels good, and start to shake out the leg bone from the hip socket. Shake it out. Breathe. And then point and flex the feet a few times. Inhale and start to sit up and draw the leg bones back into the hip socket. So we're going to sit up in a nice staff posture here. You're sitting up nice and tall. You're lifting up through your crown. Flex your feet. Hands are down by the hips. Sit up nice and tall, lifting up through the crown. Inhale. Exhale, draw the navel in. One more time, nice deep inhale. Exhale, draw the navel in. This time we're going to cross right ankle over left thigh. So we're here, we're just going to make some circles. We're going to interlace fingers between the toes. We're going to start to open up some lines of energy in the bottom of the feet. So from here, we're just making some circles with the ankle, moving in one direction. Continue to sit up nice and tall, best you can here. Switch directions. From here, we're just going to massage the bottom of the foot just a bit. And then maybe starting to spread the toes really nice and wide. Opening some lines of energy. Making some circular motions around the heel here. Extending right leg. Sit up nice and tall. Plant the hands beside the hips. Lift up through the crown. Inhale. Exhale, draw the navel in. And let's do the other side. So left ankle over right thigh this time. Sometimes I like to just give a little circular motion around the knee. So you don't want to feel any pain or strain here, but you want to feel comfortable and able to breathe well in all of your postures. Interlacing fingers between the toes on the left foot. And we'll start to make some circular motions here. Moving in one direction, breathing. Switch directions. Release your grip here, and again, starting to massage the bottom of the foot, just making some movements up and down the sole of the foot, spreading the toes nice and wide. And then maybe some circular motions around the heel here. Go ahead and inhale, re-extend the left leg. Sit up nice and tall, hands are down by your sides, by your hips. Lift up through your crown, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale as you draw the right knee in close to the body. So interlace your fingers on your shin here. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, draw the navel in. From here, we're going to re-interlace the fingers behind the knee, and on your next inhale, you're going to extend that right leg. So flex through your heel here and sit up nice and tall, best you can. Breathe. We'll take 3 breaths here. And release. Exhale, draw the knee in one more time. Inhale, release and extend the right leg. Come back to your seated posture here. Lift up through the crown. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale, draw the navel in. Inhale. Exhale, we're drawing the left knee in this time. Give a nice little squeeze. On your next inhale, we're interlacing behind the left knee here. And on your next inhale, you're going to extend the left leg, reach through the heel, sit up nice and tall, best you can, for 3 breaths. And exhale, release. Give it one more squeeze close to the body. Inhale, re-extend the leg. This time we're going to swing the feet around and make our way into tabletop. So in tabletop, and you can use a little, I'm using 2 mats here, but you can also use a little extra cushion under the knees if you need. So in tabletop, we want to come to where knees are directly under the hip bones, wrists are directly under the shoulders. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Inhale, look towards the top of your mat. We're going to work on wrist strengthening and stretching here. So from here, we're going to turn the hands so that the fingertips are pointing towards the outside edge of the mat. And you're going to look towards the top of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, draw the navel in. So we don't want to let the belly hang here. And we're just going to start to rock a little side to side. It's a very small movement. Come back to center. Turn the fingertips back towards the top of your mat. Inhale here. Exhale, press the hips back into child's pose, extended child's pose. Tip of the forehead is resting on your mat. Forearms are relaxed on the mat. Inhale. Exhale, draw the navel in. Inhale back into tabletop. Exhale, draw the navel in as you look towards the top of your mat. This time we're going to turn the fingertips so that they're pointing towards the knees. This can be intense if you want to Just keep the fingers pointing towards the outside of your mat. You can do that with the steady rock a little side to side. Otherwise, we'll come here. Fingertips are pointing towards the knees this time, looking towards the top of your mat. Inhale. Exhale and press the hips back just slightly so that the heel of your hand starts to come off of the mat just a bit. Inhale, center. Exhale, press it back just a bit. Keep going. Inhale back to center. Turn the hands. Fingertips are back towards the top of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, press the hips back. You're here in your child's pose. Tip of the forehead's resting. Forearms are relaxed on the mat. Breathe. Inhale, come back into tabletop position. Exhale, draw the navel in. This time we're going to inhale, extend the right leg behind you. The ball of the foot stays relaxed on your mat, and we're going to make some circular motions with the heel. And we're just moving in one direction here, so this is not a very, it's a very small movement. And then switching directions. Release the knee. Inhale here at center. Exhale, press the hips back. Child's pose. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, draw the navel in. We're going to extend the left leg this time. Ball of the left foot remains on the mat, making some circular motions with the heel here. Both directions. Keep breathing. And release. Inhale. Exhale, press the hips back. Back in that child's pose. Take a breath here. From here, we're going to just slide the hands back beside the knees. And on your next inhale, keep your chin tucked. And we're going to start to slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Head will come up last. Few shoulder rolls here. Shake out the hands a bit. I like to give the hands and the wrists a little massage here. In between. From here, we're going to make our way back into tabletop. So shake out the wrists. Do whatever feels good to you here. And we're going to find our way back into that tabletop position. So we're here in tabletop. Wrists directly under the shoulders. Knees directly under the hip bones. Inhale. Look towards the top of your mat. Exhale. Draw the navel in. This time, we're going to lift the left knee. So watch me here. We're just going to inhale, lift out to the side. So in line with the hip here, and start to make some circles. Try not to let the belly hang here. Breathe. And switch directions. Exhale, release. Inhale here at center. Exhale, press it back. Keep the arms nice and long this time. Ears in line with the arms. On your next inhale, make your way back into tabletop. Exhale, press it back. Keep the arms extended. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, press the hips back. One more time, inhaling to tabletop. Exhale, press the hips back. Inhale, tabletop. And this time we're going to do the opposite side. So we're going to work on the right side this time. Inhale as you look towards the top of your mat. Exhale as you draw your navel in. And on your next inhale, we're going to lift that right knee and making circles on this side. Try not to let the belly hang here. Keep breathing. Switch directions. And release. Inhale here at center. Exhale, press the hips back. Arms are long and extended. See if you can bring the ears in line with the arms here. Inhale, center. Exhale, press it back. Inhale, center. Exhale, press the hips back. One more time, inhale, center. Exhale, press it back. This time, we're going to slide all the way down to the belly. So go ahead and find yourself on your belly here. Draw the hands back under the shoulders. Keep the elbows nice and tight as you relax your forehead on your mat. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale, draw the navel in. Shoulders come back and down. Inhale. Exhale, draw the navel in. And from here, just shake out the hips a little bit. Shake it out. Breathe. From here, we're just going to start to slide the hands forward so that the fingertips come towards the top of your mat. You're going to make your way into what's called Sphinx pose. And in Sphinx pose, you want your elbows directly under the shoulders. Fingers are spread nice and wide. Keep the elbows tucked in nice and tight. And inhale, look forward. So you're lifting up through the heart and you're looking forward. Inhale. Exhale, and we're just working on strengthening the low back. So we'll take maybe 3 or 4 breaths here. On your next exhale, forehead comes to your mat. Hands slide back under the shoulders. We'll give just a few shoulder rolls here. And then just shake out the hips just a little bit. And we'll do this Sphinx pose maybe 2 more times here. So when you're ready, we're going to start to slide the hands forward, coming towards the top of your mat. Again, elbows are directly under the shoulders. tucked in nice and tight. Fingers are spread nice and wide. You're inhaling, lifting up through the heart, keeping the gaze forward. Breathe. Exhale, release forehead back to your mat. Slide hands just under the shoulders. Shake out the hips. And this next time we're going to change it up just a little bit. So we're going to make our way back into the Sphinx pose. You're sliding fingertips forward, keeping the elbows tucked in nice and tight. Check your alignment. Inhaling, lifting up through the heart. This time we're going to bend the left knee. And you're going to turn and look over the right shoulder. If you can notice the toes or the foot in your peripheral vision. Breathe. Exhale, release. And make your way back to the mat. Sliding hands under shoulders, shake out the hips. Take your time. And we're going to do the other side. So again, sliding hands forward. Fingertips come towards the top of your mat. Check your alignment here. Lifting up through the heart. Look forward. Inhale. Exhale, draw the navel in. Bending right knee this time. Nice soft gaze over the left shoulder. See if you can gaze, notice those toes in your peripheral vision. Breathing. One more breath. Exhale, release. Slide hands back under the shoulders, forehead back to your mat. Give a few shoulder rolls back and forward. Shake out the hips. From here, we're just going to gently press into the hands, lift the hips, press the hips back, child's pose. Breathe here. One more breath. Slide hands back beside the knees. On your next inhale, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last. From here, we're going to make our way back to the top of the mat. And we're just going to come to a nice seated posture at the top of the mat. So you're here. Your knees are bent. The soles of your feet are flat on your mat. You're going to grab behind the knees, sit up nice and tall, gazes forward, lifting up through the crown. Inhale. Exhale, start to lean back into the hands. Tuck your tailbone and make your way onto your back. Draw the knees in. Neck is nice and long on the mat. And we're just going to give a few rocks side to side. And a few knee circles can feel good here. Just massaging the low back here. Inhale, press the knees away. Bring your feet back to your mat. Your feet are hip distance. That's your hip bones down through your knees and ankles. Bringing your hands down by your sides. Draw the shoulder blades together so that you open the heart. You're going to inhale from here. Exhale as you gently press your low ribs into the mat. Inhale. Exhale, press the low ribs into the mat. On your next inhale, you're going to press into your heels and start to lift your hips. So keep the hips nice and lifted. Breathe. Try not to allow the knees to splay open. Keep them hip distance. One more breath. Exhale as you slowly make your way back down onto your back. One vertebrae at a time. Inhale. Exhale, draw the knees towards the chest. Give a little hug. A little rock. A few knee circles. And we're going to inhale, press the knees away. Arms come back down by your sides. Draw the shoulder blades together, opening the heart. Neck is nice and long. Shoulders are relaxed on your mat. Feet are hip distance. Inhale. Exhale, gently press your low ribs into the mat. One more time, nice deep inhale. Exhale, pressing the low ribs into the mat. On your next inhale, pressing into your heels, lift your hips, bridge pose. Breathe. One more breath, nice and deep. Exhale, slowly make your way back down onto your back, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale. Exhale, draw the knees in. Give a little hug. And any movements that feel good to you right here. You can rock. You can make circles. You can even make your way into a nice happy baby. So in happy baby, you're just going to grab the outside of the feet and start to draw the knees towards the armpits. Your neck stays nice and long, and this is a nice stretch for the low back. And just start to rock a little side to side. If this posture is not available to you, you can continue to do your circles with the knees or rocks side to side. We're going to take a breath or two more here. Exhale, release. Bring your feet back to your mat. Inhale from here. Exhale, draw the right knee in. Extend your left leg. Inhale. Exhale, switch. Inhale. Exhale, switch. So left leg is extended, right knee is drawn in nice and close to the body. You're going to open your right arm out to the side in line with your right shoulder. Left hand is on the outside of that right knee. You're going to inhale here at center. Exhale and start to draw the left knee over the center line of the body. Gazing over the right shoulder. Try to keep that right shoulder on your mat. Inhale back to center. Exhale, draw the right knee in. Inhale. Exhale, switch. Extend the left arm this time in line with the shoulder. Right hand comes to the outside of the left knee. On your next exhale, you're going to start to draw the left knee across the center line of the body. It doesn't matter how far it goes or where you land. And start to gaze over the left shoulder. So you're trying to keep the left shoulder on your mat. Breathing with long exhales here. Inhale back to center. Readjust yourself. Exhale, draw the left knee in. Inhale. Exhale, draw both knees in one last time for a nice hug. Inhale, press the knees away. Extend your legs the length of your mat. Your heels come out to either corner of your mat, arms down by your sides, palms facing up. Draw the shoulder blades together as you open the heart. We're going to take a nice deep breath here. Exhale through the mouth. One more time, inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Making our way into Shavasana from here. Close your eyes if it feels good to you. Neck is nice and long and relaxed on your mat. Making your way back into a normal breathing pattern. Let the body be still. Inhale, reach overhead for a nice full body stretch. Pressing through the heels, flex the feet. We're going to bend the knees from here. Make your way over onto the side body and press your way back up into a nice seated posture. Once you make it here, bring your hands to heart center. Thank you all so much for joining me in this gentle yoga practice this morning. Peace and blessings to you all. Have a lovely day. Namaste.